7 or a 1? That's a 1. All right.
There's a line at the bottom.
Hi, everybody. We are the D&D Initiative, and we are going to be playing some Dawn of Worlds today, so something a little bit different. For those of you that don't know, Dawn of Worlds is basically a game that lets you generate a map. You can create anything from geographic structures to like cultures and civilizations.
Yeah, the link to the rules is in the description below.
Is it really though?
Of course not.
Probably should.
You can just Google.
On the
link's
YouTube
not there.
one.
Dawn of Worlds PDF.
On the YouTube one. If it's not there, tweet at Greg.
Yeah,
No.
comment below.
Can't supply you with a Twitter account, but
Don't have a Twitter.
find someone named Greg and just spaz on
Spam
that.
Greg is a Twitter.
I do not.
Let
Oh,
me find it.
no, I do. I haven't used it since I think I
The
tweeted
infinite.
when we saw Hollywood Undead and Avenged Sevenfold.
That's it.
Okay, so let's get into it. See what we can do here. First of all, make sure that everybody's on. Well, you should be on the token layer by default, so that is fine.
Yeah.
We'll draw everything on the token layer for now. So just to go over, we all know sort of the structure of the game, but first there's sort of the three phases, right? There's at first it's the cheapest to like shape land and stuff like that. Then it's like creating civilizations and stuff, and then finally the third one is like the progress of those and like relationships and politics and those kinds of things. But we were talking about we want to try to like start with a more cohesive goal so that we're all kind of on the same page and we don't end up I'm sure it's going to happen anyway, but like inevitably building to try to destroy each other. So I know Gwen has some stuff.
Yeah. My stuff
is pretty specific. It's like
pretty independent.
Yeah.
But is able to move out. The idea is I wrote what my thing would do in a vacuum, and then other things will
affect
influence it as they happen.
Yep. So and we're talking about using this as sort of the starting point of the campaign. This is sort of like an island that the characters are on, and then at a certain point maybe switching once we kind of get through all the content we put on here, making maybe a bigger map for higher level stuff. Is that something that something that everybody's good with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then, are we going with the idea that the specific goal at the start of the campaign is to get off of the island for some reason?
My only worry there, just with doing it that early, I just want us to get the most we can out of what we create here today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want the goal off the bat to be leave this island and ignore stuff, right?
Also, that I think you're taking the interpretation of leave the island as in like literally just we start playing and then it's like escape the island. Like we don't. If we were on the island and we were trying to get off, there's probably stuff we need to do that.
My idea was that like getting off like the actual like main continent or wherever you're trying to go is actually pretty far away and through some pretty difficult weather. I guess it's over the water, right? Maybe they're like really powerful sea creatures that you're gonna have to have the thing with. Also, we can have it that we all know as players that the end goal is to get off the island. Your characters don't necessarily have to know that yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also don't have to do that idea, but that was just kind of that was a thing that was thrown out, and we all agreed that we like the campaign having solid focus, so that there's a direction that we're always sort of heading in. So really the question is what our setup is that we want there, and then Dawn of Worlds is almost working backwards to get to that point, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Does anybody have? I'm trying to. I'm gonna have plenty of control over things later on, right? When I'm actually running. But so I'm trying to leave it up to all of you to start. Does anybody have anything in particular like super excited about as a concept?
So I would pose a question first. Is like and we can narrow it down between like two possibilities, right? Which will narrow down our ideas. Would we prefer things along the lines of we need to get off the island or we need to get to another place being more of the goal, right? Like, oh, is there a giant volcano gonna cover this entire island and we need to make sure we can evacuate everyone, get away from it? Or it's we found out that there's this treasure that we need or a person that we used to know is trapped on this faraway place that we need to get to. And that's why we're leaving the island.
I think that one, the latter, would be better because I think it also lends itself more to preparation. If we could do stuff on the island to like beef up to go do that.
That's fair.
Honestly,
yeah, that way maybe it's. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
I was just gonna say, from my perspective, I feel almost like we should play some before we commit to questions like that. If that makes sense. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it'll help us with like structure and like making things. But I feel like once we know what we have, it'll be easier to know what the answer is gonna be. If that makes sense.
Okay. So you would rather just hop in and let's just see what we come up with, and maybe like something will become more than the sum of its parts, and
Right, I
there'll
mean-
be something there for us.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about the last time we played this, and we were all, I mean, some more than others, really bad. And we still came up with a campaign that we all loved, and it's like one of the highlights of us playing D&D, right? Even
Yeah.
like not knowing what the hell we're doing.
And there was that sick fortress island.
I wasn't gonna name any names. Impenetrable. We're never gonna visit Fortress Island.
I
think I
spent
wrote
like
something
half.
for it.
I spent half an age developing surveillance technology.
Anyway, but yeah, I think thinking less might be better.
Okay.
That's
So
fine with me.
maybe we'll like do. We'll see what happens at the end of each age. We'll check in and see what.
Because I think if we have no idea what's happening before we go into the third age, that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely agree that's a good idea.
All right. So mechanics of how we handle this was, I think we should still probably have somebody actively keeping track of everything that done, just like sort of in the PDF of it. There's like that sort of almost checklist, like order of here's what happened. But then also the reason I had everybody. I upgraded everybody to be GMs so that you can add handouts when you make something. And it might not be right away, right? Like there were times last time we played where like somebody would make they wouldn't have a name or an idea for it yet. But once you do, add a handout in the folder for that, with flesh it out as much as you have. And that way then when I go back, right, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to make this into like more of an actual map, and I'm also going to then start building this campaign from there. I have what your original intentions were with it, at least. That kind of thing.
And you'll also have this bot. I'm probably going to upload it as well. I imagine.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Just so that it's there, so that I can go through it. That would be super helpful.
So
I'm ready to type things out. I can historian.
You're going to type stuff out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then in that case, I guess let's just go for it.
Real fast, Jess, do you have the table of powers open somewhere? Just because you haven't played before, I have put a link to this thing, which will tell you what things you can do for how much points you have.
Yeah.
So like these are all like the different actions you can take.
Yeah.
And then how much they cost, and their cost will change over the course of the game.
Yeah, and like we'll also be moving through different ages, so we'll be doing mostly like land shaping and basic stuff in the first age.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and also, I think this is how it ended up last time. But just so that we have it sort of out in the open, my intention would be to be fairly loose with the rules. Like, if somebody's 1 point off from being
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
create a complete mountain range, I'm cool with it. That kind of thing, because it's collaborative. Nobody's trying to win.
No, yeah, I
So-
always want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's more fun.
So the way you generate the points is what, 2d6?
2d6. Yeah.
So let's do it.
Jesus, someone has an intense chair.
That's me. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know how to fix it.
Woo.
If I don't get 12, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay.
And then you can just put it in the turn order thing.
Starting strong.
Yeah.
Keep track.
It can be careful. It's easy as it. I'm actually gonna turn auto sorting off
Fair enough.
so that it doesn't like try to do exactly
damn
that.
it.
Automatically sort initiative, no. Because we want it to stay in order. I'm okay with starting with the order that we're in.
Yeah.
Jess with the 12, hell yeah.
She stole mine.
One other important thing to note is if you end your turn with less than 5 power points, next
Yeah,
turn
it's
you
less
get an
than
extra
5.
1.
And then
And
it
then an extra
stacks
2, and then an
up.
extra 3, and then it
Yeah.
stays an extra 3. But
We'll
Yeah.
keep we'll all sort of keep track of that.
yeah.
It looks like my sister's trying to communicate with me. 1 second.
What can I do to this chair?
Swag from WD-40. Hot instrumental. Sweet.
Squeak.
Whatever happened to Stomp?
Stomp? Still going strong.
Oh yeah?
No, I have no idea.
Stomp is fine. All right. Sorry, I'm here.
It's
Are we all
overdone.
good?
Are you judging the merit of it, or is it doing fine?
I don't know. I mean, the merit of it, I like Stomp quite a bit.
I mean,
But
It's fun. I like the basketball one.
none of us really know how Stomp is doing, so that kind of answers your question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No. We live in
not
a
at all.
massive
Do you
world.
think
So many things are popular that I have no idea about. I think it means nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some research.
Anyway,
all right. So is Jess looking through what she wants to do?
Wait, what? No, I was. Stomp has been temporarily.
Yeah, I just looked it up too. COVID delayed the shows, but they're still going.
Well, there you go. That's the best you can hope for
Yeah.
these days, right?
Appreciate your research, Jessica.
that was honestly pretty predictable.
You thought they died.
I don't know where you got that from something I said.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm sorry, Jess?
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
So you have all of these, like,
It's funny
abilities.
that Jess is first now. I mean, you don't have to be. We can just go like this. Why don't we?
Shift it down
I'll
by one.
start and we'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll all go, and then you'll see what happens.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead. So I have 10 points. I am going to shape land. Let's see what shape land can do exactly. Directs the creation of modification or erosion of mountains, hills, lakes, streams, rivers, forests, jungles, deserts, blah, 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 blah. So I will use 2 of those, so 6 points total, to start making some forest.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let's just draw freehand. I don't know how. I wonder if I go. Let's free. Boom.
Also, how big is this again?
This is so if you use the measuring tool, it's accurate.
Okay.
1130, 1140
So it's more like
miles.
a continent rather than.
This is
Or,
very
like-
similar in size to like Madagascar, I believe.
Okay, so not even.
Maybe
that.
a little bit bigger just because of the way like fitting it on the grid.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about climate, and how extreme the changes could be across. the
So
continent.
remember, it is also weather is can be somewhat magical.
Yeah.
So like it's not a huge deal.
Although
Let's actually
1,000 miles is more than enough space for a lot of climate variance.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, if we have like an equator type scenario, it's really hot around the river, but it's really cold down here.
I'm just actually gonna do 3,
Well, this is,
and that spends 9
continent, not a
points, and
planet.
then that's good for me. So that puts me down to
And then
1.
with a +1 next turn. Wait, how did Jess get back up there?
I have no idea.
It's sorting it by.
Sean turned off auto sorting though.
Could be though because you opened it.
Where do I turn it off in?
It would be under your enhancement suite settings,
Enhancement suite settings.
and then under initiative.
Automatically sort initiative. Apply and close. So let's move Jess back up to above Sean, and Greg's up. There we go.
Okay.
All right, as soon as I can see the map, hell yeah. I'm also gonna shape land. Where'd you put those forests?
Southwestern
Ah,
Peninsula.
yes, like, all the way down there. Okay. I was thinking like more of like jungle.
It could be that.
I don't have to add on to yours if you don't want though. I could just
No.
make it-
I don't. I didn't have much in ideas. I was just starting putting something. Something had to go somewhere. So if you want that to be jungle, it can be jungle instead of forest.
Yeah, I will expand it then by 3 tiles, and that'll put me 0, aka 1, because I'll get the bonus 1 next turn.
Okay, Danny.
All
And
right.
I'll just add.
I am going to make a forest the area right here.
Where's here? Okay.
How did you guys get the?
You can copy
So if
paste
you
those.
just literally, yeah, you can just copy paste that. That's fine. Maybe we should have a different one for jungle and forest.
Okay.
Though. So if you just like search, if you go over to like where the images tab is, it's the second one instead of the third one, and then just search, tokens and stuff will come up that
Yeah.
are just like free. And so jungle.
And they may not be beautiful, but they'll get the job done.
Yeah. Right. I will make it more pretty later, or maybe somebody else will if we delegate that. But for right now, it's just purely.
So which one is which? Just for clarity.
I guess our lighter one is gonna be jungle, and darker one is forest now.
How much space is an inch?
1 square.
We'll just use 1 hex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that will be.
Okay.
Okay.
So then down to 0, and then up to 1.
All right. I have 6 points. Shape land. I'm gonna spend. So it's 3 points to shape land. I'm gonna shape 1 land to make like a mountainous rock, and then another point to literally cave it into a labyrinth.
Okay. That seems fine.
It will be. It's going to be on the northern side of somewhere up here.
So the labyrinth was natural.
But I did it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I mean, like, that's the point, right? There's whatever it's called. There's ambiguity.
Why?
This is a maze. Yeah. Right there. And
Right
then-
now, I'm going to put it on under terrain landmarks. Although eventually, I assume it's going to move over towards sort of like the city kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
handout. I'll just for right now call it like Northern Labyrinth.
All right. And back to Jess.
Where do I find how do I get these picture things?
You in the image tab, the one next to the right of the chat.
Oh,
You just search it.
And you can search, and usually pretty decent things come up.
okay. Nothing came up to what I wanted to do. I'm gonna right click it.
What was the question?
Do I just copy the library? Copy the folder?
You can just click and drag it over.
Just click and drag, yeah.
Is shaping land? Can I make a river?
Yep.
Okay. One. Two. Three. I can spend all of them, right? And then I get one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're encouraged to spend most,
Okay.
if not all of them.
Cool. Two. Okay.
Boom. Nice. Then it's me, so I get 2d6. I didn't add one like you guys did before, but I'll do that in the future just so that we kind of maintain that
Yeah.
process. I get 2d6 plus 1. So I'm up to 6 points.
Oh shoot.
What are you doing?
So let's see. With 6 points, how large is shape? Climate. Okay, so I guess all right. So just because it's specifically given as the example, you may wish to create snowy steppes or hot jungle upon your forest. So I'll use shape climate to actually make it
A rainforest.
some down here. So I can do 3 of them. So we'll just say the 3 that I did before are, which then shape climate is 2 points. So 3 of them is 6. Then I get the stacking. So that puts me at
+2 next time.
And then Greg, you're up.
Oop.
Am I?
Yeah.
I will. I'll not. I won't do that anymore. You can. We'll just
Oops.
have Greg go.
So 9 more points puts me at 10. Does shape climate apply to like only specific tiles as well?
It's the same. Yes,
It's the same, like, 1
It's
inch
costs
thing.
less points, but it's one per tile. So we would need 3 or more of them to cover our current.
Yeah, I also want to expand that. I have another idea, but I'll
Well,
shelve.
you're the one with all the points. So
Oh. I'll shelve it for now, and I think the best way I'm gonna make 2 more jungle tiles,
okay.
or I guess they would be woodland tiles, and then
Yeah.
spend my other 4 points to shape 2 of them. So we need 3 more now to make that a full
Okay.
jungle.
Yeah, we're at this. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and then that's all my points, so I'll get 2 next round.
Nice.
Danny.
Alrighty.
Hold on. I'm the one typing
We
things
have
out.
to.
Let me give
We
the
have to
okay,
like
please.
when
I had to do some redacting considering we're going back into
was yeah.
expansion of Southwestern Forest. And okay, go ahead, Danny.
Alright. Alright, I am going to make another thing of forest, and then I'm gonna make a mountain.
Is that everything?
Yep.
And near the okay.
4 points.
And handout we have
I'm gonna actually retcon one of my things, then move
Okay.
this to the coast
that's fine.
because I forgot how I had written things. 4 points. Shapeland. Oh, I can do 2 shape climates on your guys' rainforest.
Hey.
To bring me down since I got nothing else to do this turn. You guys have 1 left. And back to Jess.
So I rolled 2 of these sticks.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I added 1 to my river. What do I do for the climate thing on your one jungle thing?
Oh, do you if you want to, you can just at this point just say you're shaping climate for 2 points.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay. So that just makes it all so you don't have to change anything. I'll mark it down.
And then that leaves me with 1 point. So what
So
is
then
the-
you're gonna get +2 next time, so you're up to 3 if you want to, however you want to mark it.
And back to Sean.
All right. This is
Wait,
the
do I
top
get
of-
+2?
You'll get +2 this time, yeah.
Yeah. So it stacks up to 3. It's like
Yeah.
So it rewards you for continuously dropping your points that low.
Yeah. Instead of saving up for a catastrophe.
Yeah. All right. So I'm up to 7. I don't sit. I think I'm okay with going like this, adding one more for 3, and then I'll spend 2 points also to switch it over. I'm okay with that being the edge of the forest. Like there's kind of like a beach thing. That's up to you, though, Greg. That puts me.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So that leaves me with what, 2 points, which
Yeah.
then the +3. So then I'll end up at 5, right?
Yeah.
And then Greg.
Alrighty. Ooh, big 10. So that puts me at 12. We're good with the jungle now, right? So
I think so. I think that's a solid
yeah.
start.
I mean, also, this is a really big map.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna
So
be going phase 1 here for a while, I think.
yeah, that, or we could just say like if people are cool with that peninsula being like a jungle climate, you know, we could just say that.
Obviously, I'm cool with it, but that's up to.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else had
Honestly.
plans for the space like down here, but
I think typically the things that we do, as long as other people are clearly not interested in like intervening, we can just expand them to their natural conclusion.
okay.
Okay,
Uh,
so I'll just go
also
like this.
follow up. I had like kind of a vague idea about there being like a really wholesome tribe who worship a warlock patron. So there's like paladins who are trying to like kind of invade and crusade and stuff, purify, quote unquote. What if that was kind of like a thinly veiled corruption from like the ruling order in their city, and their land is like shitty and like arid, so they can't grow things? Like I'm
Okay.
thinking like, what if I make this over here a desert as I backpedal? Uh, and that's where like this paladin variant human race probably lives.
I'm super into it. That seems cool.
Yeah.
Rules wise, really quick, do we want to just make it so that we go a little bit faster? You can let's just double what you can do with the shape land and shape climate. Just you can do for each set of points, you can do 2
for
things.
the first stage. Sounds
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
sure.
At least, yeah, at least through the first stage, we'll double it just so that we can, because it is a pretty big map with how this is set up here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to find like a desert image. I
That's
guess
gonna be tough.
I guess this works.
Can you just find a cactus?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Cactus. Oh yeah, we got plenty of cactuses. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna so let's see. Spend 6 points to shape that many. I'm just gonna double down. There we go. So yeah, it's not necessarily hot at this point, but the soil is like
Arid,
yeah,
dry.
it's not fertile whatsoever, right? That's the idea. That'll put me to 0, so I get the 3 extra. Oop. And then I'm good.
Danny, you're starting with 2 points and then roll your dice.
So it's 11. So I am going to expand this forest further. My plan is to make like a forest kind of like around this mountain with like some open space,
Mhm.
and then have like a village in the middle.
In the clearing, yeah.
And I think that'll be it for that.
Hey,
Hang on, let me go back to the rules.
a good old 14 points.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Big turn. Incoming.
Also, here's the question, right? Do I do something, in my opinion, fun and interesting, or do I use my massive amount of points to build the world out a lot faster for us?
I would
Fun and
vote.
interesting.
I would vote fun and interesting as well.
Fun and interesting.
All
yeah.
right. I'm
Stretch
going to use 10
yourself.
points to cause a catastrophe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wrong tag.
acid lake incoming.
That's arguably shape land.
Probably was.
Oh my goodness. What's going on? Why can I not click and drag this over? Oh, because it's premium assets. There we go.
Yeah. You can't.
All right, well, this doesn't look nearly as good, but I'm going to use
Yeah.
this one.
No matter how many.
A meteor has landed on your desert peninsula,
Oh
and
no!
the heat from the meteor causes the land to become extremely, it's still infertile, but now it's just hot and maybe radioactive.
Oh no! That's exactly what I wanted.
I know.
I think
So that's
that kind of plays into the corruption idea.
yeah, exactly. That's what I
Alright,
liked
I'm
about
gonna,
it. I still
I'm
got
gonna
more
add it
Dinosaurs were-
in major events here.
points.
Edit
4 points left.
meteor in.
You'll laugh at that one watching it back.
I'll do 2 more shaped lands. And expand this bad boy. Just so it's a little bigger. Back to Jess.
What was this about? You can do more.
So you can basically
so-
cut the costs in half of shape land and shape climate.
Or think it's just like doubling the amount you can do as well. It's just
Yeah.
the
So
reverse
for one crate land, you can do 2 hexes of land creating.
Yeah.
Just so that we can, because it seems like we're all building in separate areas, so we might as well just let everybody get what they want to get done.
I want to start doing some stuff on the right side of the map next turn.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the development on the left though.
This is already a pretty decent for we've got around, and I'm cool with at the end especially like if we get to the point where people got caught up in doing all the other stuff and like the terrain isn't completely filled, we just fill out to the logical conclusion at that point,
Yeah.
like Gwen said. Like there's no reason for this forest if we don't get back to this forest. There's no reason that the forest can't be larger if there's nothing else there.
I can't use that. Okay.
What is that?
I'm creating a valley.
A valley, okay. I just need to know so I can type it in the history.
Yeah.
Take the land before tithes.
Okay. That puts me at 4, so does that mean I get 3 next round?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Right, Sean.
All right, here we go. I need a big roll here. I need a big roll. Perfect. So that puts me at 14. I think I'm going to create Avatar.
Right?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know what the Avatar is yet. Let's see. What are my other options? Let's make sure that there's nothing.
You could have an airbender, a firebender, a waterbender.
Danny, you know it has to be all 4.
Catastrophe command.
But they start as one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's the whole cycle thing.
So this one is a earthbender.
No.
Yeah, because Korra was water.
Um.
Aang was air, and then Avatar Roku was a firebender. We all know that.
Okay, so I
Holds
am
up.
gonna create Avatar. For right now, I'll just add handout. Edit Sean's avatar. And I'll
Are they in a specific location or just
probably
nebulous?
I'm probably gonna I'll probably end up working up here. So that is how many points? That's 10. So I have 14. What can I command an avatar to do? Also, how much does command avatar? Only 2 points here. All right. Let's see what it can do.
I think you command the avatar mostly to take actions that are yours. Maybe.
Yeah. Immortal action. Okay, can do one immortal action. Command city, create order, command order, create city. Okay, so I'm also gonna make a city over here then. Maybe like pretty isolated, like up here. So I'll just for right now draw shape. Sure. Alt shift, I think is what I want.
Hold Alt makes a circle, and Shift, I think, snaps the grid.
Oh, that color's shitty. Let me fix that. And I'll come up with a name and stuff. But I'm probably just gonna go. What races do we like? What should we? It's gonna be a halfling thing. That's what I'm going with. It's gonna be a halfling city, and I guess the avatar is gonna be a halfling in some capacity. Let me select
there it
move,
is.
please.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, no, it's super bad.
Mm.
Let me select you. Be this color. So we've now got over here, and then so that was 10 plus 2, so that puts me down to 2. Then I get the 3, so I'm back at 5. And Greg, you're up.
Okay. With the dice roller, apparently. There we go. 5 points. So that puts me up to 8 this round. I was hoping to have 10. It's okay. I guess I will shape 4 more tiles. But how to do that? Okay. Thoughts on I kind of like see how there's like this pass between this really thick river here. I was thinking about putting mountains around that as well.
Yeah, that's super interesting that it did that. That's really
Yeah, I know.
funny.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Just because having control over that region, like geographically. A note.
Mysterious.
It's mysterious because I know nothing about it. Yeah, I just think it could be kind of like a Panama Canal type scenario.
Yeah.
Not
Go
that we're
for it.
necessarily going to do anything with that. I just think it could be cool. If not, it could be hazardous to travel through. I can't find a good mountain token. I'm just gonna freehand draw some triangles here.
You could copy and paste Danny's mountain token.
Oh, oh, nice. Yeah. So I can do 4 tiles. So I'm gonna put one here, one here, and I guess one here. Just to convey the idea that like it's kind of surrounded except for the area where you travel through. Probably make a city there. So that puts me down to 2. I get 3, so I'll have 5 at the start next turn.
Okay, Danny.
And then I get 3 more at the start of this turn. And then I roll 3d6.
Nice.
Ooh. I have all the power.
16 points.
Alright, let's just finish this up. Here, 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 here.
All right. What do I need here? Okay, I need to add handout. There were river mountains that were made.
Mhm.
Mountains. Save. And what did Danny do?
Expanded the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing I need to add there. Cool.
11 points for me. You're done your turn, right, Danny?
Yep.
Yeah. Shape land. I can do 3 times, which means 6 times. Let's see if I can find. I'm forming a bamboo forest near my labyrinth.
Ooh.
Wow. That takes me down to 2 points. Boom, plus 3.
I'm gonna add it as a separate thing, but then we can
Oh, wow,
consolidate
great.
later if
I only did 1 tree for each point.
oh,
I'm
so you
just
can
gonna
do
add.
double, yeah. New forest here. Labyrinth.
So close.
Nearly impenetrable.
Oops.
No, it's very penetrable. It's just a normal forest.
I'm just
That's why I said
running.
nearly.
Yeah.
It's very penetrable.
Honestly, Gwen is looking more impenetrable. I'm just picturing the bamboo also
I mean, no,
being
it's not.
a labyrinth.
No.
Yeah, I know we're like past that, but it's still funny. At least to me.
Smile making moves.
You ready to go, Jess?
Mm-hmm. So 8 points. It's 5 points. And then so, no, incorrect. And then climate. I don't have to do anything to climate other than just say it, right?
What was that?
What do I do for the climate? Do I have to do anything?
What do you mean?
Just declare where you're changing the climate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the river area is gonna be temperate into the valley and then mountains.
You can just add it to there's a handout for it. You can just like put it in the notes for it or edit it, however. And then are you done, Jess?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I'm actually at 3 because I would to create the halflings and then the halfling cities to command avatars. So
Yeah.
I'm starting from 3. Let me edit you, please. Thank you. There we go. And then
Oof.
cool. So that puts me at 8. That's fine. And so here's the deal with what I did. It's my avatar is a sort of basically these halflings like in some storm were lost their way and sort of found their way here. And they were gonna starve until this incredible fisher named Rick Gowdy. Name subject to change, but that's what we'll use for right now.
Yeah.
I don't think you should change.
I'll just call him Gowdy. Sort of led them to build this city so now it's primarily based on fishing. Not in the mechanical sense because I don't think I have the ability to advance civilization. I could advance. Wait, can you advance civilization using command avatar?
Yeah.
I think that's an immortal action.
Command city, create order, command order, create city, corrupt, purify, create race once, gather an army. So no.
Not advanced city.
So they're not fishers yet, but they will be at some point. But anyway, so now I have 8 points. Let's see what I can. Is there anything that anybody needs filled out, or should I just like start moving up here to the north?
I mean, if just anything you want to do on the right side of the map, just to give it some more substance, seems good to me.
Okay.
Manifest destiny.
Yikes.
Spreading out.
Let's see. What if so it's super so this area down here is really hot, right? Because we have a desert and a jungle right next to each other. So the climate down here is already pretty warm. What if it was I can't help but think of it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of magic, but like it's weird having it change like horizontally versus. So I'll just do up here. Maybe
north to us isn't true north.
Yeah.
Or maybe this planet is on a different axis. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on a different axis. Yeah. So I'm just gonna shape climate 4 times, which becomes 8 times essentially. And then let's see, is there like a snow I can add? Where's my stuff? That's fine. We'll use that for now. Yes. And that'll put me at 0, which then brings me back up to 3. I believe this here is round 5, so technically we can move on. I don't think we should, but we can vote on it.
Yeah, I agree.
I would vote to stay in this age, just because of the map size.
I think it's majority, and then after 10, it's if any one person wants to move on.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good.
I'll just organize these this way. Sure, whatever. Doesn't super matter.
Let's see. 10 points. Takes me up to 15. I think I'll also create an avatar. Does the location of it actually matter? It doesn't, right?
Not yet, no.
See, I want to use it to push the stuff on the bottom left forward, but it could also be useful for fleshing out some more of the other parts of the map. What do y'all think?
I think it's okay if you flesh out your thing. If you want to just I mean, it doesn't seem like there's that much more. Once you probably your plan is create avatar, use avatar to create race,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you're kind of set there, right? At least for now. And if we're gonna keep playing in this age for a little bit, like, might as well do it while you have the points to just get it done. Would be
Alright.
my opinion.
Very well then. I will create an avatar who is probably the first token I see. There we go.
Snowy
Spy token is apparently what we're going with.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll create an avatar with 10 points and then command them to create a race of. As boring as they are, I say humans. I think the paladins would be human in my head.
Okay, so you can add them to the thing. I believe in you.
How?
You go to the journal.
Oh, like create a
And
handout for
under
it.
races, yeah, just create a handout.
Okay. Got it. And that'll leave me with 3, which
We'll go up to 6. Oh.
I don't know what to do with them. So yeah, let's just leave it and I'll go up to 6 for next turn.
Right. Danny.
All right.
Nice.
So that gives me 14. I am going to create an avatar.
Yeah, here we all go.
And first, I'll have to think of a name. That
You don't have to do it right away.
they will be a satyr.
Yeah.
Then I'll command avatar to create a race of satyrs. And then
I'm desperately trying to find a specific token for Gouty. I wonder if I just go like this.
Oh god. I spelled variant wrong.
and then that leaves
No.
2 points. I'm fine right now.
Okay.
I named my human avatar Aegis McSmith.
Okay.
I don't
We can maybe we'll decide tone wise what we want to do name wise later, but for now we can.
I really like Aegis as a first name, but I had nothing
Yeah.
paladin-y, so I just went with Mix.
Nick Smith.
So dumb.
All right. Let's create avatar, command avatar. You know.
It's that time of the game.
Yeah. My avatar.
Whoa, this token is a shadow.
Yeah, I know. My avatar is actually going to be like a lemur or a small monkey, and is going to create a race of centaurs. Surprise.
Ooh.
The
All
satyr's natural enemy.
Top left of the map is all Ravnica.
Well, satyrs are from I guess technically Theros, which is
Oh.
also magic, but
That's fair. Danny, change it to
Centaurs
Minotaurs,
are
so
both.
my joke works logistically.
I'll make one Minotaur and put him in the labyrinth.
So that takes me down to 1. It's just
It's a
Little
good
Greek mythology humor.
good reference. Educated.
Maybe.
Okay, so putting an avatar.
Yeah.
Hey, Avatar time.
So the token,
Yeah.
the things that I see don't look like tokens. They're just like pictures. Is that
the
Yeah.
picture is fine.
Yeah. Whatever is fine. I have a bunch of tokens because I actually own all the books. So I don't know why Greg has access to them, or maybe some of them are free. I don't remember.
There are, I think, maybe some free ones.
There's some monster manual ones. Some
And-
though.
So what am I supposed to? What does command avatar do?
So okay, so in the PDF under command avatar, it lists here's how what it says you can do. An avatar can perform one of the following immortal or many mortal actions. It's a very strange role, but here are the immortal actions. Command city, create order, command order, create city, corrupt or purify city, create race, one, gather an army.
Okay.
And so basically what it does is now that you have an avatar, you can do those things cheaper, right? Because command avatar is not very many points.
It's a big avatar.
It's Minsk.
And then I get the little command.
Oh my goodness, Minsk.
He was free.
I love Minsk.
Okay. Oh, I'm creating a race of tabaxis.
Yo. I like Tabaxi.
Yeah. I think that's everything.
Also love that like they don't really intend you to make an avatar this early, but Sean did it, so everyone's like, all right, I'm getting my avatar down.
They don't not intend you to do it. They
It's
just
not
No.
that I
desensitize you
was.
doing it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
cheaper in the second. They more expect you to do it a bit later, is what I'm getting.
But I
at.
mean, it's the difference is 10 down to 7 points. So it's not like even
Yeah.
that unheard of.
I just don't even like know what to do because I don't want to start making cities right now.
I mean, I'm gonna
Well,
start
we
making
could-
some more land
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe we do like 1 or 2 more rounds of some land stuff. Maybe up here, just get an idea of it. Once again, if later on, if we just want to fill it out, that's fine.
Mhm.
And then we maybe go on to the second age.
That sounds fair.
Was there another city made at some point?
No.
Okay, I just accidentally double clicked. I like how the race is variant human. It's just human.
Yeah. He's sneakily saying they better have an extra
Here, I'll
feet.
add.
Every
edit.
single paladin we fight has to have a feat.
Okay, so for rate, see people are.
Honestly, I
We
would
gotta-
prefer if it's grappler every time.
They all have observant.
Oh, that would be tight.
Danny made satyrs.
Hmm.
If they all had lucky.
And then Gwen, you made centaurs.
Yeah. My my avatar's name is Maro, Maro. He's a monkey.
Maro. Okay. You're in charge of adding that.
I
I
will.
believe in you. Well, actually, no, you're not. You're doing other things. You specifically don't have to. Everybody else I can be annoyed with for not adding their things, but you get a pass.
I added. I started to.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I didn't on the land stuff, admittedly, though.
That's okay. The land stuff was easy for me to add. Okay, so I have centaur, satyr, tabaxi, humans, and halflings already there.
Yep.
And your avatar. What was the name again, Gwen?
Maro. Maro.
Maro. Maro. Save. Cool. And then it's my turn?
Yes. Yep. Top of the 6th round.
Cool. Top of the 6th round.
Ooh.
That's tough. It's tough.
It is tough.
Let's I'm going to start building mountains down. Or I guess maybe across. Let's see. What are we using for mountains? This. Copy. So I can do one of them, which is 2 of them. You know what? I'll make it work. Aw. That's not what I wanted. Didn't copy. Copy. Go. 1. 2. So that's 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just save the. So okay, so I spent 3 points, but then I get 3 back, so I'm still just at 5 now.
Sounds good. Great.
All right. 2d6. Hey. Dang, 16. I'm thinking about just spending all of them to shape more land. I don't know what else to really do here though. Like honestly, I really want to add more substance to like this whole end of the map, right?
Yeah.
But I just
If
don't
we
have
want at this
ideas.
point, we can say, all right, screw
Like,
the
what do we
points
wanna
and
just
just
make?
like let's
Yeah.
just make a couple things and then move on. I'm okay with that.
Does anyone have ideas? Because I'd be willing to spend my points on anything out here.
My idea is like, well, we do have a lot of mountains interspersed, just like a more rocky mountainous crag region. My idea, I don't know. I like the dichotomy of ice and fire. So I was thinking making some like fiery, volcanic, craggy mountains over here, and then some icy mountains over on the right side on this island.
Ping again where the volcanic ones would be.
Just on the other side of the river.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I will. Also, the turn order thing disappeared for me.
Because I think we're just gonna make things now.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, then yeah, let's do that. Let's make like a volcanic mountain range over here.
I'm just trying to think like what other landscape scenery things there could be.
We're already covering like the majority of like different types of climates, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Like we have really dry, we have jungle, we have very very cold
have
and
desert.
frigid. We have forest, we have like wetlands or like plain type areas, right?
Mhm.
I'm already, to
We
be
could do a
honest,
swampy area.
yeah, there could be, from Soft Classic. It's got to be a poisonous swamp.
Poisonous swamp up here.
I'm actually okay. Here's the thing: that's since we basically put most of our like land forming stuff in the south, the
Mhm.
first idea that pops into my head is
Just move
almost
everything
like
to the
there's
south.
well, we could do that for sure. But I was thinking, what if the south, like, there's like a distinct culture difference between the north and the south, essentially, and so like the south has more like outdoor rangery, like hunter gatherer type stuff, Well, then we focus the cities and stuff more towards the northern side. And there could be like, not that there's like a civil war or anything, but there could maybe be like a culture shift there. In that case, I would probably move these mountains, but that's fine.
I'm not a huge fan for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
One, because it locks us into how the cities are, like how fast we could advance them, right?
Yeah.
And two, because at least I in particular was interested in making like kind of a gradient of cultures and like taking the culture that comes out of my city and then halfway between my city and Danny's city, making like a mix of those cultures.
Okay, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that then. That's way cooler.
I do think what might be easy, what might make things easier and more condensed and just like whatever, is what I was saying before. Just move, like I can move all of my things down to this area,
There.
and then you can move your stuff down to like here somewhere or something. And then we have just this continent.
And just ignore the top half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was also toying with the idea of just cutting this map in half, so I like that.
Okay. Boom. Let's do that. So this stuff here. Let's. Oh, okay. I'll put it right over here on this little peninsula, and then the two mountains will be here. Okay. Hello, roll 20. What is happening? Why is this line here now?
I don't know about the one on the bottom.
Moved that. I don't know how that line got moved.
Delete.
There you go.
I didn't move it there. That wasn't me. I was too busy writing Ted plan.
I was scribbling.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just use this top portion. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, this mountain pass is now just all mountains, as far as the eye can see.
We've got this one little thing, which is nice, but a nice division of land about halfway through, which is pretty nifty.
all right. Did Greg actually go, or are we still?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool.
This is the Game of Thrones.
I mean, we could even then, if we do end up going with the like other area, then next time we can do the top.
Yeah, that's true. We could do the top part.
We could do like a 13th age thing where the way that the difficulty levels of that are built are there's like different areas literally have like almost a different challenge rating.
Mm-hmm.
Where all of the checks in different areas are at a certain thing. So when you start as a level 1 character, like the checks in the I forget what they are. It's like adventurer, champion, epic or something like that. Like because you're level 1, each in that game, each level you get +1 to all checks, right? So at first level 1, a DC 10 check is pretty difficult, but then by the time you get to like level 5 or whatever, you're already past gonna get them half the time. And then you eventually like sort of scale out of it, and then you go to another area that is all the checks are DC 15 and it's difficult again, and then you scale up through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Greg.
How do we feel about going to the second age
after this round?
Yeah.
Let's just vote at the end of the
okay
round. I would like to see how much progress you make this round of just things.
I still have very little to do, I guess. I guess I could shoot for a catastrophe.
Actually, why don't I do it down here?
A catastrophe, A. There's nothing I can really command my avatar to do, right? So
I don't think so. Not land-based.
yeah, exactly.
Catastrophe idea. big explosion. Just boom. No cause.
There's a tidal wave that wipes out everything Danny has created. Uh,
I was
Started
thinking how
from this river somehow.
how mean it would be to do corrupt city on your paladin city.
is that technically a city since I created the race then?
No, it's not. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
Not
okay.
in
yet.
general.
You don't have a city there.
You have to advance city to do that? Or do
You
you
have to
command
create city.
You
what-
command a thing to create a city.
command the race to make a city?
Command race or command avatar.
That's that. Wait, so if I command Avatar, can I do that
Yeah.
Yeah.
for 2 points?
Yeah.
Oh, then I will. I'll create a paladin city. I
And the way
guess.
I'm already thinking of manifesting that is, well, I don't know how you view your paladins, but maybe just like a city with a more structure of law, and like not necessarily that it's like cruel or anything, but just like they have specific customs that they and views and morality that they.
Yeah, I think those views of in my head those views of morality are being twisted by a
Yeah,
corrupt like higher government force than the actual paladins themselves.
Gotcha.
But definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna create the city of Dawn of Worlds. No, I don't know what to call it yet. I'll think on that more. But I'll also should I corrupt it actually, or should I purify it?
I mean, it depends on what the way you take the alignment system in Dawn of Worlds to affect the alignment system in D&D, right?
Yeah.
I'm not super worried. I get already. I know what you're going for, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with however you want to word it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll call it corrupting the city then. So yeah, I'll get 2 points to create it, 4 points to corrupt it, and then I have 10 more, so I'll spend uh, 8 of it to create an order, which will be like the religious, like kind of sect, like the paladins, right? And I'll
Mhm.
flesh that all out when it is not my turn. That'll put me to 2, and then I'll get 3, so 5, and then I'm good.
All right.
Let me get some handouts going here.
All right.
Probably clerics too. I don't see why not.
I'm ready whenever you are, Danny.
Okay. Alright, so back up to 15. I am going to command Avatar to make a city. Um, and then I really don't know what to do past that. It's a difficult situation. Um, I guess I'll create 2 orders.
Mm-hmm.
One of like bards and rangers that occupies this down low space, and then one of monks that's on the mountain.
Okay. Pow, pow. 13. Yeah, I'll do command avatar, create a city. The city will be outside of the labyrinth in the forest. And that's 2 points. And then I'll do 10 points for the event. And the event is described in my document as the people move into the labyrinth. But not everyone, some people stay outside. That puts me at 4 points.
I added a folder for orders, by the way, if people create like orders. If that is cool, because I didn't know where else to really put it. I don't have a name for mine yet, but I put it there.
All right, Jess.
So, man, avatar to create a city, and the city's gonna be like kind of at the base of the mountain and the river, kind of like up, yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Oops, that's really big.
seven. What is command order?
So you have to create order first, and order is just like
I don't know.
people who follow a specific set of rules, but doesn't have to be that specific. So like you can have a race of like Greg has the race of humans, but he created an order within them that are paladins and clerics.
Okay.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, okay, we're back.
I'm trying to get a grip on the text stuff.
7. I guess I will verify the city.
Purify. All right.
Yeah. What is that do?
I don't remember the specifics, but I think if your city goes to like -2 or -3 alignment, it becomes quote unquote evil or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But as far as it goes, just what flavor do you want it to have, right? You just want your guys to be good, right?
That was my turn.
Okay. So who wants to move on to the next age?
I'm
I'm
ready.
okay with that.
I'm good with it.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so we are on to age number 2.
Do we start over as far as points go, or do we could carry over what we have?
I don't know. Let's see if it says. Age. Sample play. Creation. First stage. It doesn't say. I would say just because I want people to create more stuff, let's stay.
Yeah, carry over.
Okay, so now we're in age 2. I'm gonna roll. Okay, that's usable. Puts me up to 12. Let's see. What can I do with? What does command race allow me to do? I hate that they're like the order that they're in on the document.
Yeah.
Am I insane? I don't see it.
See what? What command race let you
race.
do?
It
I
is a
think we
thing,
actually
right?
ran into that problem last time. No, it's there. By this power, it's split over 2 lines, right? So on the first page of instructions, not on the left.
By this power, the priests cities are founded with this power, but it can be used for just about anything. By creating sects within the race before influencing them via create order.
Marco.
The creators of the race gets this sect automatically. Okay. And is that one of my options for command avatar?
Yeah.
Command city. Command order create race once, gather an army. So no.
Gotcha.
What does command city give me then? This is where things get fine. City to create something. This can be a wonder, wall, school tower, the like. Armies too are created with this power, although any. All right. So we gotta. These orders may last indefinitely. It is vital to keep track of. Okay. That is maybe an option. For 6 points, I'm going to create a rebel group in Greg City that are anarchists.
I like it. In Narda?
Yeah. Yep. So orders. Add handout. Edit. Anarchists in Narda. Spell that right? Close enough. And basically my idea is that they're not going to be like straight up evil or anything. Like they just are very anti. Like they think that that things are being corrupted by this use of authority and stuff.
And they're right, but people think they're idiots.
Yeah. So I don't think they have a lot of power.
Exactly.
That may change as we play, but as of right now, they're just like the small amount of resistance in there. So that's 6 points. What can I do? And then probably something with command avatar. Create army. Okay, so here's my idea. I would like to command my avatar to command city.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you guys if this is. I guess that's probably advanced, isn't it? How much does advanced cost now? Advanced city is only 4 points. Okay, that's still fine. I would like to advance the halfling city to be so good at fishing that basically they are the primary like food source for a lot of the surrounding area. Probably not like people who actually live in the wilderness, but like their main export is fish.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
immediate
and
access to the sea as well, so they can get around to basically anywhere.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So that's another 4 points. Let me edit, please. That puts me at 2. I'll put it in the notes for that. And then finally, probably just a command avatar to do something. Command avatar. Command city create order. Command create.
Sounds.
Yeah. Command. Create something. Okay, I think I'm gonna command him to have use command avatar to command city to create a really fucking cool boat. Basically, like that they actually use then to like. It's this huge boat that actually most of the city's people are employed on. And every couple of months they actually take a voyage around like the coast essentially. I guess at this point the main one is Greg City, and sort of like sell their wares, and that puts me at 1 point, which then I get the 3, so I end at 4, and that's my turn.
Real fast, because I got lost for a second.
Yeah, I know that was a lot. So okay.
Did you? So I mean, the only question I have followed everything, but did you command avatar? You commanded avatar to create large boat. Did you also have enough points to advance city and fishing, or is it just the boat?
Advanced city and fishing, yeah, I did. So advanced city now
both.
is 4, right?
Yeah.
So I did create.
I'm not worried about the points. I just wanted to know if you did it or not.
Yeah, I was at 12, right? And then I did create order. So I created the order, the anarchists. Then I did advanced city for the fishing, and then I did command avatar to command city to make the boat.
Yep. Right, Greg.
I rolled an 8, so that'll put me at 13. I'm gonna command avatar to actually first. I'm gonna create. Actually, would you think it'd be create an order to have an advanced system of government or just advanced city? You know.
Advanced city, I would say.
Yeah. So I'll advance Narda to have a democratic system of government. But the people who have the most money are able to promote themselves the most and win.
Oh my goodness gracious!
We're really stepping outside of allegory territory.
Yeah.
the more I get into it, but yeah. So we're gonna advance them to have that system of government, and then I'm gonna command my avatar to gather an army to essentially militarize the religious order.
Okay.
That comes out to 6 points, so I still have 7 more. I will spend 6 to create another race of tieflings in the jungle.
Holy shit!
All right. Put you down to
And
1 and then back up to 4.
yep, and that'll be my turn.
Danny.
Oops.
Uh,
I accidentally touched your power instead of mine, Danny. That's my bad.
is it 5 or under 5?
5
or under, I think.
5 or under.
5 or under.
Damn you. All right, I'll command my avatar once. Oh wait, 5 or under?
Yeah,
Oh, I missed. I don't even. It just didn't register.
you would have just skipped a turn.
Gonna hold my turn.
All right.
Keep my points. I have to make another avatar to do what I want to do.
It's like, why can't I type correctly? There we go.
I have plans to make another group of satyrs that corrupt this group of satyrs and convince them to.
12 points.
You can, I think. How does create subrace work?
But I need another avatar.
Only to create race.
Yeah, is command avatar able to create subrace?
Probably not.
It's not on here.
Yeah, it's not on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could definitely, I feel like, use create order for that.
But
That's true, yeah.
would it be weird for the avatar to create an order that was opposing him?
That's fair. I see where you're
That's
going.
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate your commitment to narrative fidelity.
Well, I just also want another avatar, regardless, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So it's worth
either
it. You're good. Turns out
Yeah.
you know what you want to do more than we do. Rookie mistake.
So I'm going to create an order, and then also within the labyrinth that believes the labyrinth is. I'm trying to remember how I do this. That believes the labyrinth was created by God and worships that God, and then I'm going to command the avatar to create an order that believes otherwise, and that the labyrinth is just a naturally occurring structure due to random chance, and that takes create order is 6 1, so that's 7, puts me down to 5. And then advanced city, I'm going to advance the outer city of Kalnam to. Wait, is advanced city? Let me read things.
What is this PDF that tells you what the things are?
It has actually all of the rules. We sent it a while ago, but I'll send it again.
I just put it in the roll 20.
Oh, perfect.
I'll advance the city in. My goodness. Why is it so hard? I'll just say the arts, literature in particular,
Ooh.
since they have bamboo and theoretically options to write on. That took me down to 1 point, which will bring me back to 4. And Jess.
If I wanted to, do I have to have an avatar here to make a city here? Because I don't, not a city, but like a little temple area for the race that's at the base of the mountain.
Do you have?
Theoretically,
Oh, go
she
ahead.
has an avatar, right?
Yeah.
So theoretically, you can just command your avatar to command your city to go down there and build the temple.
Okay, that's what I. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So command avatar at 1 point to build a temple, and then 13. I want to command the avatar again to command the city to build a library in the city.
In the original city?
I guess
Okay.
I picture building thing for the temple. So it puts me at 12 points. And then advance. And then I want to advance the city, the original city. I don't know what that means or what that does.
So just scroll down to below where it says the things you can do to the descriptions of what they can do. So advanced city / civilization says gain expert knowledge of yada yada given science or magic.
Okay. Then I'm gonna advance the original city to in literacy.
Okay. Oh, wrong button.
No, advanced city, that was 4. So 9. I'm gonna command by avatar. No. I'm gonna advance the city again in farming.
Okie dokie.
So, okay. Cool.
And back to Sean.
All right, so let's first of all do this. Okay, so I'm at 12 again. All right. Hold off on that, maybe. Danny, how isolationist are the people of Elrene and Kutara?
So as of right now, they are. It's really. It's less isolationism and more like just that no one really comes because they don't really do, as of right now, much besides just sustain. It's very hedonistic.
Okay.
But my plan is to create another avatar who threatens that way of life, which in his ideal situation he would take over, but really he's just trying. He's like a rogue satyr who's trying to make the race more antagonistic and willing to branch. And he thinks that by even challenging the way of life, he can move them into that direction, and that once they start, anyone who starts to gain power will snowball. So he's just trying to like give power to the satyrs, I suppose.
Okay.
And his plan to do that is by just starting them to militarize, and then he thinks it'll go naturally from there.
Very Dune.
It is really Dune.
Okay, so here, and I'm probably gonna hold on to this until the third age. My big idea here is that there's gonna be an event where the ship is destroyed, and the halflings are gonna blame it on somebody, even though they maybe didn't even do it, right? and then they will be trying to put pressure, like economic pressure, on different groups to attack that, because they're never going to be warriors, right? Their only resource are going to be their exports. And so, like, my big idea then is that there's going to be this political tension of, like, probably the surrounding other cities know that group didn't do it, but the halflings think they did, and they rely on the halflings. So, like, there's that kind of thing. So I'm trying to get an idea of how, but that can maybe come later. So I'll hold off on that and instead maybe create another avatar. Let's do something with these volcano fiery mountain things somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, also, building off of your original thing there, Sean, I was thinking that, like, the tieflings would have, like, bountiful resources living in this jungle, right?
Yeah.
So if there's, like, political tension with the halflings and a lot of people are not getting, like, food exported to them through that could increase the tension between the paladins and the tieflings. As they're like, oh shit, like, we're not getting food, we can't grow anything here, like, that type of thing. Does that make sense?
Maybe so. Okay, so the tieflings are the other ones with the resources. So maybe the halflings just, like, sort of don't like them, and this is just almost an excuse to blame it on the tieflings, kind of thing. And then they're, like, fighting over the paladin stuff. Okay, that's something to hold on to.
Yeah. I think there's definitely something there, though.
Let's go back to Gwen mentioned it. There's, like, the fire and ice thing going on over here. Maybe I can do something with that.
My idea would be a dragon comes down.
Dragon? Yeah, maybe I create another avatar that's a dragon.
Greg is just referencing A Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, ha ha ha. Well, I think it's either a dragon or it's, like,
I'll tell you what I was going to do.
I'll go for it.
Then
I'll just support that. Oh, giants? You want to go giants?
I love giants.
And okay, so
I mean, at least the ice one.
Like better? Which one do you like better?
Ice.
You like the ice one?
Yeah.
So I'll do, if you want to be start working on the ice giants, I'll work on fire giants.
Yeah. Are we agreeing that this entire island is icy?
I'm fine with that.
I'm on board.
Okay. So I will create a fire giant avatar. So how much does that cost now? Let's see. Create avatar is 7 now. So that brings me back down to 5. I'll just add in there now, avatar. Add handout. Mysterious note, edit. Fire giant. And then, as always, what can they do? Down to command avatar. Actions which avatar can perform include command city, create order, command order creates city, corrupt, purify city, create race once. Okay, so create race of fire giants, right? That brings me down to 4. And then how much is command race at this point? 4. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Double check on how command race works. Power influence race action. Cities are found. Okay, cities are found. So then, then they're gonna make a city that is pretty militarist or isolationist, I guess, maybe. Well,
I like that because the ice one is the one in Island that is isolated.
Yeah. The ice giants are like
super social.
Trying to come in and be, and the fire giants are like absolutely not. Okay, so I'll add all that in. That puts me down to 0, which then brings me back up to 3. And Greg, you're up.
Okay.
Wait, so what did you command race to do? I'm sorry.
Command race to create city.
Okay.
So create avatar, command avatar to create race to command to create city.
Yeah, I got it.
Only 4 points. I think I'm gonna spend it on command race and advanced city. So I'm gonna command the tieflings to create a city in the jungle, kind of like built into the trees as well, like more
Yeah.
advanced treehouse type idea.
Like Family Crusoe Robinson, if I could, whatever that thing is.
Robinson Crusoe.
That's the one.
Crusoe Robinson.
I thought you were talking about like Meet the Robinsons,
No.
the robots.
I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna call that city in a minute, but I'm gonna advance the military technology of the Paladin city of Narda, specifically for like, I was thinking like siege tactics make the most sense, and we haven't talked about what animals live in this area, but I think it'd be really cool if they could like mount some large creatures and use them to.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Ooh, it could be a Tarrasque. But then again, that would be pretty scary. But yeah, that'll be my turn. Create a city and give them advanced siege technology.
Got it. Danny.
All right, so that'll give me 14. So I will make another avatar. And then that avatar will create a race. So that'll be 8 points. Also satyrs. And then the create order is a command avatar. So
Yeah.
I'll create an order of, I don't really know what to call them, just of people who are trying to incite chaos, I suppose. Who think that the satyrs should be a militaristic race.
Yeah. I will say militant satyrs.
And then I will, so that'll be what, 9 points? And then I'll command them to start sieging. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll command them to start sieging, which will give me that. And then I'll use my last 4 to advance Elrini Kihara in weaponry. So they're just starting to build up.
Oh yeah, well my city's got guns.
We just have better bows.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna advance it beyond. I just really like, as you already know, the idea of like war creatures.
Yeah.
War
Yeah.
animals.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Danny?
Yep.
Don't want to name any giant turtles, but it's there.
8. Create avatar is 7, and then command avatar to create race of fire giants or ice giants. Fire giants in the ice region? Anyone?
Anybody?
No. Ice giants in the ice region, which will put me back up to 4 at the end. No, 3.
I'm just going to use this dead one to represent the new
Did
one.
I hear subverting expectations?
Create avatar. Ice giants.
Also, side note, I had a friend tried to argue that Game of Thrones, like seriously tried to argue that Game of Thrones did subvert our expectations because it was bad as opposed to being good still. And I was like,
That's really funny. Brilliant.
he's like, that's what you wanted. I'm like, it's not.
It'd be really funny if they were like, what if instead of making a good show, we make a bad show? Just that conversation.
We'll never see it coming.
All right, Jess.
What if the king is decided by a prisoner with a shitty argument? Sorry.
I'm going to. Another avatar
Uh-huh.
that's going to act as the guardian of that temple.
Guardian of Temple. Hmm?
Yeah, I actually think yeah, I'm gonna actually just do that.
What?
I'm just creating that one avatar.
Okay. For this turn.
How many points is it under that you get the extra? It's 5 or under?
If you're 5 or under, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And this is the start of round 3 of age 2?
Yep.
Cool. Cool. We're actually moving quite along here. This is not bad. I'm trying to set things up for my things to interact with everybody's things. So so I have Jess left that I need to find a thing with.
A bridge, maybe.
Oh.
A bridge where?
Oh, I don't mean a literal bridge. Like completely figurative. Just connecting your two things.
Well, I guess wait. There's a city here somewhere, right? Where's
City's here,
Yeah.
and a temple down here.
Yeah.
okay? So maybe the halflings probably actually their main interface is through the temple. So they
yeah.
they maybe think that the society is like way more religious than it actually is. Not that it isn't religious, but like they're like, yeah, those are the people with the temple.
They just live at this temple.
Let's see. Is there anything? What are we missing then? Are there any other race? Okay, so looking at the races that we have the 2 kinds of giants. We have tieflings, centaurs, satyrs, tabaxi, humans, and halflings. Is there anything missing there that anybody wants to have exist? Because I'm kind of set with what I specifically want thus far, so I'll just use my points to like try to fill stuff out for people.
Yeah, no, like I'm pretty much where I want to be. I want to develop Arena Kihara into more of a militaristic state, a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel like I've pretty much done what I wanted to do. And then maybe like also just make like a few small outposts around like this open area that these satyrs kind of acquire. Like nothing like a city or anything, just small little encampments that they shift around in.
Okay. So
Do you want to have an arms race with our giants?
I mean, that's gonna happen for sure.
All right.
I'm trying to think. How, like, thinking about what we want out of our campaign. Obviously, we're gonna want to visit all these different places. Right now, besides like water travel, they are pretty isolated from each other. Is that something that we want, or no?
I imagine if even if Danny doesn't explicitly take the power points to create one, I could very easily imagine just some sort of military outpost between his city and my city up here,
Yeah.
and roads connecting it. That may not actually have an effect, but it's like we're ready to invade Calnam if ever they decide to pose a threat, kind of thing. So I imagine like roads still exist to some extent.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, like not like any like large, like obviously not like what we have, but ways that you can travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, like, yeah, so like I guess my point is within regions, like Greg's city of Narda, presumably there are also smaller villages and whatever within the desert region and maybe nearby it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's fine to like expand a little bit where we miss things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, how about this? What if I, once again, checking exactly the way that this is going to happen. Through command avatar, you can create an order. What if there's this sort of dichotomy with these fire giants that they're incredibly isolationist, but that's because they're basically a cult?
Mm-hmm.
And so the only way that they interact with the rest is that they send out like these missionaries. So like in each city there'll be like that guy, that fire giant.
Yeah.
That's
Preaching on the street corner.
Yeah. So I will command avatar to create order. I think we need more orders in general. I think orders are good.
Yeah.
Because they have like a lot of flavor. For right now, I'm just gonna put it as fire giant cult, and then command avatar is not once per target per turn. Okay.
No. I can only just do the create race once.
Yeah, that's all. Is command okay, and then command order will be to send out these missionaries. So I'll do 2 points. So we're down to 8. Then probably my other avatar, the halfling one. We'll also do it as a command order. This is kind of just codifying earlier stuff, but like the order is specifically these expert fishermen that they spend all of their time traveling up and down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And only sort of like people that like work on oil rigs like will work for 6 months and then come home and then go out again.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So add handout. I'll just call it the fisherman. And that's another 2 points. Bring me down to 6. Whoops. 6. Is there anything else good to do here? Just to take me down below that 5?
I mean, advance fire giants.
Yeah, I could advance them. Or I could just do it as corrupt civilization, I guess.
Yeah.
Could be 3. What could I advance them to do? What would they be good at? Well, command avatar can command city, right? Yeah, so 1 point there to actually build the walls. That's like isolating them. That's me at 5. And then I'll spend 3 to do. Actually, can you corrupt purify through an avatar? Yeah. Avatars are the best.
I
It's all
know.
about the avatars. Down to 4 to corrupt them. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. Greg.
Man,
It had to happen,
it happened last turn.
didn't it?
Not as bad.
Oh.
I had 4 last turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Well, it's Command Avatar time, if it ever it was that time. So I'm gonna create an order in the city of Karambwam. Which is also a bit of a religious thing.
Mhm.
I don't have it completely fleshed out, but like a god of like harvest and bounty, who they worship for giving them such plentiful resources. I don't know how else I could use my avatar. I guess I'll use it to purify them twice.
You can only purify once per turn.
Well, shit.
You only have to purify once to get your point across.
Yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
I'll purify them once. And what can I command the order to do? I'm a little confused on the line between advancing a city and commanding an order to bring about a goal like that.
I feel like advancing a city is usually in like some kind of skill or technology, and commanding an order is more of like a task.
Okay. Then I can't do what I want to do there. I'm gonna command the order of paladins and clerics. How would they justify this? Like this very aggressive kind of
Expansion.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just to spread the word, right? They believe that people are going to, I don't know, go to hell. I'm not sure exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
Maybe they just want to spread justice and peace by resolving the conflicts and other.
So it specifically depends what like oath paladin they are and like what god the clerics follow. So if they follow like the god of peace, right? Ironically enough, they want to extend peace by preventing other people from possibly having a chance of uprising and creating war.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna command them to get on that.
Okay.
Get on quote unquote spreading peace.
And
And that's all I can really do this turn.
to start the crusades.
I have a lot of ideas. I just need more points.
Well, if somebody doesn't have any ideas and they have a lot of points,
I was gonna say I'm about to do like the last thing that like I really have planned, so I can start using my points to help other people.
I really want the paladins to create weaponry out of like the moon rock that came down, like the asteroid, and just have like star swords that are irradiated. Maybe the swords are literally just like a beam, like a saber of light. Not actually, but I want to figure out a way to work in the radiation because it's really cool.
So I'm gonna advance Arini Kihara in transportation. So like just building some kind of carded vehicle. And then I would like to corrupt them So that's
Yep.
6 points. And then I am going to have an event.
Okay.
And that event will be a festival type deal in Elrini Kihara, followed by their first offensive siege against the rebels.
Okay. Gotcha.
And like they like actually like make a thing out of it. Like they're like, yo, we're fucking doing this. And it is a turning point for them as a city.
So let me just get this straight. The people who have the festival and then attack are the people who
Used to be peaceful.
yeah,
Like the people of the city who were all hedonistic.
the original avatars people.
Yeah.
Got it. And that's the end.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but I really liked the idea of corrupted satyrs.
Also, I wanted to clarify that the goddess of harvest, quote unquote, that I'm having the tieflings worship is a warlock patron. And I had mentioned
Okay.
that earlier. But I want them to use magic generally. Maybe use like a cultist stat block or something like that.
God. Yeah.
We'll get down to the details later.
Yeah. I'm getting a little too nitty gritty with it. But
6 points. I will. I'm going to advance civilization of the ice giants, and have them advance in communications. So maybe sending message by crow or whatever, right?
Ooh.
And I'm going to command my avatar to have the city tell. It's a bit of telephone. I tell the avatar to tell the city to send a crow to the halfling city to tell them to come visit us, please, because we have ice which can be used to preserve your fish.
hey,
Perfect.
Ayo.
Ooh.
And that puts me down to 0, but then back up to 3. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So I have 12 points. I'm going to use 8 to create an avatar. And then I'm gonna command the avatar to no. Let's can I create a race with that? With command avatar?
Command avatar can create a race if it's a new avatar.
Okay, yeah. And the race is gonna be I'm gonna go with bugbears.
Bugbears.
Yeah.
All right.
And then that puts me
Where is this generally located?
it's right here. They're gonna be in the mountains.
Okay.
But like closer to the actual city.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I'm gonna do for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is round
Round 4.
4 of 2.
Wait, we're in 2. I thought we moved on. I guess that doesn't matter. Never mind. That just changed my point difference.
Oh, is that why you said to spend 8 points to create Avatar?
Yeah.
I thought that you just misspoke.
No.
Yeah, no, we're still in the second age.
Okay. All right. One against. Right there.
All right. Cool. Well, so I think if you're Greg, if your order of paladins are starting these crusades, I think I'm gonna command order these anarchists to do something.
Absolutely. What could they do?
Yeah, let's find out, right? So command order, the gods make an order to do something for religious orders or sects. Okay, that doesn't help me.
Maybe they just leave. No.
They could theoretically make a run for the ice giant territory and tell them who are experts in communication to send communication to everyone, letting them know there's a crusade coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna attach everything to this ship. Yeah, when the ship comes through, they catch a ride to go over, and yeah, they're to move over to the frost giant island. To try to get them to spread the word.
Got it.
Major events, I'm gonna add it there. And I'll add that in later. So how much does that cost? Command order is 3 points. Great. So down to 9. How much do events cost at this point? Okay, so they go up. So at this point, ooh, here's the question: do we want them to actually get there? Or do we want that to be when
The ship breaks?
Ship breaks, yeah.
That doesn't matter to me.
I mean, okay, so I think where we're heading is that there's going to be this big central conflict around. We've got a bunch of like militant more militant groups versus a bunch of more like isolationist. Or I don't even know.
Well, so that's the thing, right? Like, my ice giants, frost giants, are attempting to like unify the isolationists via communication in order to stand a chance against these militant groups.
Yeah, so I feel like, well, here's the question then as the group, right? Because either what happens here in Age 3, we play out this big war.
Yeah.
And then the actual play of the game is in the aftermath. Or do we spend Age 3 building up the tension and the Civil War is about to break out?
I'd say the latter.
You like the latter more?
I mean, I think that drives the campaign forward pretty strongly if we have this war.
Yeah.
And it seems like the people
And
on the wrong
theoretically,
side are going to be the stronger ones, so they're going to.
The reason we need to get off theoretically the reason we need to get off the island is to get some super weapon to stand up to these militant groups.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have the event now then. The ship is destroyed with the anarchist refugees. I don't know, whatever the word on it. So that brings me down to 2. My connection to the server has been okay. I'm back.
Okay.
puts me at 2. Is there anything, maybe something with these fire giants that I can do a quick command avatar for with one of these 2 points? We'll just hold on to them. That's fine.
All right.
So then I'm up to 5.
And Greg.
Please, God, give me some points.
I don't think so.
That's good enough.
Oh, did you roll? I didn't get the roll. It is what it is.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn. The roll just didn't show up for me, so I was confused.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you didn't get to roll, and I was like, it's because it's my
Oh,
turn.
I didn't get the roll. Your roll.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. How to... Yeah, actually, I want to retcon that whole warlock thing to druids because, right? I mean, doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, but besides that, so yeah, I'm gonna advance the paladins for the last time. I want them to make their weaponry out of this asteroid. I'm honestly just gonna leave it to your devices, Sean.
Okay.
I don't know how that would function mechanically because I don't think radiation is actually in the game.
I don't know either, but I'll look into it later. So just make
Yeah.
sure to type out what you like about it, kind of thing, like what your
Yeah.
intention is, and then I'll interpret from there and figure it out mechanically.
Yeah, I think like it just might be a stronger material, and then the radiation property might have like a damage effect to it, or maybe even it would spread it just like a sickness, like a disease type deal. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on it though. I just think it's cool in concept if we can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 for advance. It leaves me with 7 more. I am going to. I'm gonna advance the tieflings as well. I think there would be some resources in the jungle that would allow them to develop some kind of powerful like herbal medicines, which could be a key factor, I think, in the war, depending on what they actually are. But I think that's cool.
Mhm.
And then the final 3 points. Command the avatar. I'm gonna command the city through the avatar. The city of Karambwam. To reach out to some of these, probably through you, Gwen, to
Mhm.
like reach out for like offering their resources in exchange for help in this coming war. Just metaing and saying that they know it's coming somehow.
Yeah, probably through the fire giants that are passing through.
Yeah. And yeah, that'll be all.
Sounds good. Got it.
Alright, what to do?
What is your idea? What do you imagine happens between Elrini, Kahara, and this crusade from Narda.
That's what I was wondering right now.
Yeah.
Because I think they're definitely not gonna submit. I think now that they have like a taste of power, they're gonna keep pushing.
Mhm.
So I guess it would depend. I guess they would just.
Well, because theoretically, right now, Narda is advanced more militaristically than Elrini Kahara because they have both advanced weaponry and advanced sieging capabilities.
And were the okay? Wait. So then the fire giants were. I'm trying to think of everything in context and where they might be able to. Because it seems like by themselves they're not going to be able to do much. Like they're still young and weak.
The fire giants?
No, the satyrs.
Oh yeah.
Like
No.
in this stuff. So I'm almost wondering if maybe the best idea is to like is that they I guess that just they're gonna try to pick a side and latch on in the war, but I guess just which side would be more hmm. Do y'all have any thoughts on alliances or
My two different race, like the mountain and the river civilizations, are going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, we should definitely try to get link them up with. Do you have it? Jess, do you have any ideas on who the temple, who they worship?
So it's not not like a religious. It's more like a monastery type deal.
Okay.
They are not gonna worship like a specific deity, but they. I don't want to use the word worship, but view like the planet and nature as a higher power type thing, because they're like druids and stuff, and farm and garden. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Danny, as far as your stuff goes, one idea I have is that Elrini Kahara tries to unite with the not necessarily like the isolationist areas, but just the people who are being attacked by the Crusades, but with the ulterior motive that once the Crusades are done, they'll be the only powerhouse left able to take over the entire area.
That's actually a good idea. So Elrini Gahara could like start recruiting the people who might be affected in like we gotta band together.
Yeah.
And then while they're doing that, they maintain like their research and kind of like individualistic like improvements and just trying to like build up a power base while defending. So I guess the question is how to put that. So I guess
I would like command city or command race to like send out a messenger, because right now, just previously, Karambwam sent out messages to everyone saying, "Hey, we're willing to exchange our goods in exchange for help with this incoming crusade."
Right. They're also willing to try and fight, but they're not like nearly as strong, like militaristically, as like the Paladins or your forest city. What Elrini Kihara. I think right. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Nailed it. So yeah.
It's an ironic name. It's the phonetic way to say peace and joy in Greek.
Wow.
That's some Sean Stead shit right there.
I thought
Now
it'd
say
be
it in
fun.
French. That'll be some Greg shit.
Oui, oui.
Hell no.
Ooh la la, oui, oui. Okay, yeah. So I'll command the city to send out people to I don't know if the places you made have names, Jess, if I've missed that.
Yeah, the city is called Basse.
Basse.
I think you missed
If only
it.
someone there was singing.
Yeah, no.
Then it could be like a boss sing say.
Hopefully the war doesn't reach there.
There is no war in Basse.
Their walls are really big. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna command my city to send out messengers saying that by ourselves we may not be strong, but joining together we could stand up to the Crusades. I'll send those to Basse, Karambwam, and the people of Kalnam.
Mhm.
It sounds like we're moving into phase 3. I just thought I'd point
Yeah.
out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
about
we
there.
can do that after.
And then I was just gonna advance their
Okay.
technology in like guerrilla tactics. So like just trying to like utilize the minimalistic numbers rather than work on pure strength.
Nice.
So like ranger groups, things like that. Just small little forces that can do a lot of damage and like inconvenience.
Yeah.
Guerrilla warfare.
Hell yeah. Guerrilla warfare sick.
Well, Narda's gonna learn literally guerrilla warfare, like the animal, and ride a giant ape into battle.
Just got these big hulking arms.
It's hairy ape arms. They're like apes.
They're like these big hulking apes. And just have this giant axe.
Damn it.
Just this huge guy with this big sword.
This big hulking sword. Just the word hulking has to be used every time.
Yeah.
That joke can be applied to Final Fantasy just as much as League when you think about it.
A lot of
You just change
fantasy
it to like
style
the
things,
slender man with this big spiky hair
yeah.
and this giant hulking sword.
I was gonna say hulking hair.
But really, the main thing about him is he has this great attitude that makes him very endearing to everyone he meets. He makes a lot of friends.
The end.
Da-da-da-da-da.
7
Doom,
points.
doom, doom.
Because friendship is the
will-
real power. Sorry.
I'm gonna spend 4 points to advance Kalnam. Their prescientness ability, whatever,
Yeah.
which may manifest more realistically as a I don't know, just like a perception-y type thing.
Yeah.
Their awareness. And then I will command my avatar to team up with Alrini Kahara. Tell the city to guide them, and basically they'll act as guides in this guerrilla warfare tactics, giving them a bit more of an upper hand.
Ooh,
saying
that's sick.
yeah, like this is where you should like make an attack. So like kind of like the strategy side of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome.
Prescient guerrilla warfare is the sickest
Holy
thing in the entire world.
shit. I mean, I guess Gwen doesn't know, but once again, got a little bit of Dune in there.
This is Dune as shit. I'm just gonna slowly invade everything in my life with Dune, and you'll be back from Hamilton.
That'll be my turn.
This is all about colonization and
Wait.
prescience.
I'm also gonna command my avatar. Maybe this is a bad way to do it because it's more of an event of what I want to try to do. What I want is one of like somebody from the Ice Giants to go over, like make a solo trek over to the Fire Giants and be like, "Hey, look, friends," and like try and make peace. And if Sean's okay with it, have him just murdered on the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that is more an event.
More an event, so I can save up for that. So I can save that for later. I'll keep my 2 points.
All right. Boy, this is spicy. Okay, that was Gwen. So now we're at Jess. And after the and we're
Yeah, I was gonna
gonna
say.
we'll just go to 3.
Phase 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phase
So this is
3.
the last. Jess, you have the last move of age 2.
Okay, cool. I am gonna. Okay, I'm gonna use 7 points for an event. And the event is gonna be a peace treaty and alliance between the bugbears and tabaxis. And it's
Oh,
gonna be like the tabaxis offer like goods and education to the bugbears in return for protection.
The Tabaxi offer the goods and education. Okay.
Mhm. And then I'm gonna use my last 4 points to advance the bugbears in war tactics.
Does it manifest in any particular way, or just they're better at like commanding armies and whatnot?
Because I want them to be kind of neutral. It's more so, I guess, defense tactics is what
Okay.
it would be better. Defense.
Defensive war tactics, I will say.
They
And then
build-
you're all good, Jess?
That's right, yeah,
They
yeah.
build a great wall around Basset.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's your turn.
That's okay. We know what's going on. So I'm at 5. Starting phase 3. Come on, I need something big here.
Yeah, huge.
But I have
Okay,
learned.
I'm at
Don't
8.
ask for it.
That actually, okay, wait, now I have to think. Okay, just gotta check. Command avatar can command city, create order, command order, create city, corrupt, purify city, create race. Okay, so I'm gonna have my halfling avatar corrupt. I still don't have a name for it. I have to come up with a name for the halfling city.
We can figure that out later.
Yeah. So that puts me at 7.
So you're
And
corrupting the halfling city?
Yeah. And that's they become convinced that like when the ship doesn't come back, they're convinced that I'm gonna say it makes the most sense for, I gotta zoom in to see how Karambwam were behind it.
Mhm.
So and then I'm gonna, how much is okay. Yeah, we can do this. I'm going to advance civilization, the halflings again. Putting them at, making them incredibly good at, what's that called?
Maritime law.
What's happening?
Okay, realpolitik, right? Like
Yes.
politics specifically by leveraging circumstances and factors instead of ideology. So basically they're just straight capitalists. That's all they are. And then it's going to be a command order also from my avatar, since they can do that. Or I guess it's command city to then send out missionaries, politicians, whatever you want to put, to try to influence. Particularly, the main focus is on the Greg's Paladins, but really anybody they can get on their side against Karenbaum. And that puts me at 0 points. Which puts me at 3 points.
Okay. Let's see, Mr. High Roller.
Oh boy. How much longer are we going to be playing?
I can only play until like 8:25 max.
Right.
We could always take a break and come back to this later.
Yeah. How would people feel about that?
I'm on board.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. I want to say why because we're streaming, but I have to help Lauren with something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we actually be cool with just cutting it here and just fleshing out phase 3 when we come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that's fine by me.
Awesome. That would be cool.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, thank you all for checking out our Dawn of Worlds day here. This has been pretty awesome. I think we got a really solid base for what's going to be a cool campaign. So next time we do a little bit of Dawn of Worlds, we'll figure out when we're going to pick this up. But we will stream it as well. And yeah, we'll figure out how we're going to build up this political military tension.
Yeah, I think we finish out the actual game, and then we can like spend some time just fleshing actual like culture stuff out and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
yeah, thank you all for watching, and we will be back tomorrow with Storm King's Thunder.
Nice.
Yeah. Good night.